My dad was a pastor for 20 plus years, all the way from Muleshoe, Texas to Dumas, Texas, back down to Andrews. And so that's where I grew up. I grew up in a pastor's home. My father, who graduated from the Harlingen Baptist Academy down in Harlingen, Texas, got saved, was saved there, and then came up to Wayland and went to school. He was the first of my family to go to school, to higher education. What he didn't understand, what he was doing was he was laying a foundation of education in my life as a young child. My prayer is that BUA would be a place where students who have been called by God or who sense a desire to serve Him vocationally, to say BUA is a place I can come here and be educated, be mentored, be prepared to go out into the church, whether that be a pastor, whether that be a youth minister, whether that be a children's minister. College is super important because that's really where the cement begins to take place in a person's life when it comes to character, integrity, all those key pieces that we all need. Over the years, BUA has developed into it was a Mexican Bible Institute, it became a Hispanic seminary, and today we are a university where we are here to develop those young emerging Hispanic leaders for the marketplace and for the ministry place. And that's really what BUA is trying to accomplish. At BUA, we try to give students opportunities of exercising those gifts that God's given them. And in the process of doing that, God begins to hone in the calling that He's given to them. So when they leave here, they know exactly where God wants them to go. As I think through and pray through what God wants for the school, I think one of the goals that the Lord's given to me is for us here at BUA to embrace the history, embrace where we came from, and forge a new path to the future, carrying that history with us. And that means that we're going to be a place where we educate, where we encourage, where we develop young Hispanic emerging leaders for the church. We currently provide 65% of our Hispanic pastors in Texas. And so we need to continue to educate, develop, mentor, and prepare young people for our churches here in Texas. I think secondly, what we want to do at BUA is I see BUA as becoming a hub for all Hispanic ministry here in Texas. What that means is that BUA becomes a place where students come from all over the state, all over the nation, to come and say, I want to come and get a cross-cultural, multicultural education that's biblical, that's affordable, and that's going to help me understand how to manage myself in a multicultural environment that Texas is going to be here in the near future. We need people, first of all, to pray for BUA. I'm trying to raise up an army of people to come in and say, yes, I agree with where BUA is headed, and I want to join in and be a part of what God's doing there, and we're going to pray for you. We're going to stand in the gap for BUA. I think secondly, we need you to send your students to BUA. We need you to trust us enough to say, yes, we're going to send our students to BUA because we know they're going to get a biblical, multicultural education, and they're going to be able to be prepared for the future, for their lives, for the church, and for the marketplace. And I think the last thing I would say is that we need you to support BUA. We need you to come in and be a part of our family and come up and say, yes, we can financially support the school and be a part of that as a part of our obedience to the Lord and our giving. We would love for you to be a part of what we're doing here at BUA in any way that you see fit.